Hello students, welcome back to 10th session on dividend policies. In this session, we are concentrating on additional problems on dividend models. So let me move towards fifth problem. You just look at fifth one. Three companies X, Y, Z presents the following financial details. You have details of return on investment, earning per share, we have cost of equity. So when you compare return on investment with cost of equity, it is very clear that X is a growing company, Y is normal firm and Z is declining firm. So using Walter model, we should calculate share prices assuming 0%, 25%, 50% and 75% payout. So let me concentrate on X company first. When it is 0, DPS will become 0. When it is 25, DPS will become 4. When payout ratio is 50%, DPS will become 8. When payout ratio is 75%, DPS will become 12. So when we apply the formula, it is very clear that we will arrive value as 148.17, 133.33, 118.5, 103.7. So in this calculation indicates that value decreases when payout ratio increases. What Walter said? Walter said that optimum payout ratio for growing firm is 0% payout. So when organization pays very less, its share price will be very high. Same thing holds good here also. Then as far as company Y, so you know that rate of return is as equal as cost of capital. So whatever be the payout ratio, price of share will remain unchanged. It is 48 only. So what Walter said, when R is equal to K, so whether you pay or not, or whatever be the dividend policy, value will remain unchanged. Value will not get affected by dividend decision. Same thing holds good here also. The next one is company Z. So where return is less than the cost of capital. What Walter said when such situation comes, he said that when the return is less than the cost of capital, you pay more, so that the share price will increases. Let me see when we pay more whether share price increases. Yes, when it is 0%, it was 33.05. When payout ratio increased to 25%, value increased to 33.88 rupees. When it is again increased to 50%, value increased by 34.71%. When it is increased to 75%, value increased to 35.53. So slowly it get increased as the payout ratio increased. This is all about company X, Y and Z. So let me move towards sixth problem. They said that three companies achieved an EPS of 8 rupees each with a cost of capital of 12%. So means all three companies are having EPS of 8 rupees and cost of capital of 12%. The rate of return is 20%. When the second company achieved 12% and third company achieved 10%. Means these three companies are different with regard to rate of return. So assuming dividend model, Gordon dividend model, calculate share price for 20% retention, 40% retention, 60% retention. Let me see how to calculate. We know P is equal to EPS into 1 minus B divided by K minus BR. So B means retention ratio. Retention ratio is already given in the problem. So when you multiply, earning per share with 1 minus retention ratio, you will arrive at DPS. So numerator is DPS. So denominator is K minus BR. B is already given, R is already given. So the value of the firm at 20% payout is 80, at 40% is 120, at 60% it is 0. When it comes to company 2, at 20% it is 66.67, even at 40 and 60% price remain unchanged. When it comes to company 3, it's very clear that when retention ratio is 20%, value was 69.56. When it increased to 40%, it is 85.71. When it is further increased to 60%, 20 to 40, 40 to 60. So value of the firm is 88.88. So this is all about problem number 6. So let me move towards problem number 7. The following 7 companies are selected for having the same return on investment or remain unchanged. Same EPS remain unchanged. However, their cost of capital and dividend payout ratio are different. Using Gordon dividend model determine their share price. So we need to apply Gordon model particularly for problem number 7. So first we will see the first one. R is equal to 13, EPS is 21, company A dividend payout ratio is 12. So KE is 16. So try to understand. KE is 16, R is 13. So R is less than KE. So rate of retention ratio is how much percent payout? 12%. So 1 minus dividend payout ratio is retention ratio, 88%. So 21's 12%, dividend will become 2.52 in case of company A, and company B, it is retention ratio is 78%, payout ratio is 22%. So DPS will become 4.62. As far as company C, retention ratio is 68%, payout ratio is 32%. As a result, dividend per share is 6.72. Company D is concerned, retention ratio, payout ratio is given as 44. So retention ratio is 56%. Dividend per share, what is the dividend? 14.25. As far as company G is concerned, payout ratio is how much? 72%. It is 72%. So when it is 72, the value will become, DPS will become 15.12. So retention ratio is 28%. So next one, we need to calculate price. Price is equal to EPS into 1 minus B divided by KE minus BR. So they have not given B. We should calculate B by deducting payout ratio from 1. So we'll arrive at B. When we apply the formula, we arrive value of the firm A as 55.26 in terms of value of share or price of share. Company B is 95.06. Company C is 130.23. Company D is 161.53. Company E is 187.80. Company F is 208. So company G is 237.735. This is how to calculate value of share of a company under Walter model, Gordon model and Modigliani-Miller model. So this is all about practical aspect of this chapter. In last two sessions, so we are concentrating on factors influencing dividend policy, the last theoretical aspect of this chapter. Afterwards, we are moving towards first chapter of this semester's FM2, that is treasury management, once we finish off those two sessions on factors influencing dividend policy. Thank you so much. Take care.